So what kind of activities have you guys got lined up then this year?
Yeah, so obviously, like, this year's been completely different. We managed to get our festival in right at the end. We were like probably one of the only festivals that managed to go ahead in 2020. So yeah, we had to rethink a lot of things basically. I mean, usually we run events in libraries and shopping centres and spaces, you know, public spaces, like markets and yeah, those kinds of things. So obviously we were holding on hope that we might be able to get back to doing some small things like that, but in October we just gave up on that. So it's all online basically. So we've got like in the half term program, we've got workshops and activities for families to do at home, with very simple kind of household materials that you don't need to spend a lot of money on. We've got the Sherwood Observatory guys are doing like a YouTube like open dome kind of event where they'll be streaming, talking about this particular project that they're working on about the replacement for the Hubble telescope. One of the most exciting things is that we've never done before is we've made a 5 hours of television.
Okay.
That's going to be going out on Notts TV,
Sure.
which is super exciting because we've never done anything like that before. And it's going to be called Woollerton Watch.
Okay.
Inspired by obviously BBC Spring Watch, which we were all watching a lot of in the first lockdown. And we've been going out and filming lots of natural environments and wildlife across the county. And it will be like, yeah, 5 hours of kind of the one show / BBC Spring Watch / A Up Knots, for family kind of audiences. Yeah, so that's really exciting because that's like something we would have never have done in a normal year. So we've had to kind of figure out new ways of doing things, like everyone really.
I think that's a really interesting point, is that the way that the lockdown has actually happened and has restricted so many things, actually it's made a lot of people think out of the box. And there's some really inventive ideas about what people have been getting up to.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, we could have set the bar lower for ourselves, but we were like, no, we're going to do a whole week of television. We could have just done one program, but we've got enough content, and it's quite exciting. And we've got we've been working with students from NTU to do the filming. We've got a media student who's going to be working with us on the presenting. So yeah, so we're still kind of, that's one of the things we like to do as a festival, is provide opportunities for young people to kind of experience things as well. So yeah, we've still been able to do a lot of that stuff. So that's exciting.
Yeah, because I guess like you said there, it really engages the university. The people can get involved, and actually for them, they get their experience out of it. They get to develop their programs. They get to develop their what do they call it? Their portfolio. And obviously for you, you get hands-on team who are really enthusiastic and involved.
Yeah, exactly. And the same thing so usually we produce like a printed program. This year we've produced a magazine. This was one of the things that we wanted to do. It was very, very early on in kind of in the first lockdown, there was all this stuff about, you know, digital access and families not being able to have kind of consistent and regular access in lots of parts of the country. So we wanted to produce something that was physical and could go home through schools or picked up at food banks. So we've made this magazine that's got lots of kind of articles and puzzles and all very accessible. But that's been put together by 3 confetti students. So they're 16, 17-year-olds, and they've made this 24-page magazine for us, and it's so good. And they've been that's been one of the highlights of working with them, really, because they're so creative and they're so good. It's like working with professionals, really.
That really is. It's a joy, isn't it, when you can empower people and they're enthused as well, and then you produce something that's actually quite magnificent, or ideas that perhaps would never have been thought of or actioned. And here we are, and you've got so many creative things going on.